Okay, so the drive wheel is on, and that was the final component to having my belt sander done, so I thought I better hurry up and do a final review of this project before I get it dirty, because it's probably never going to be this clean again. So you saw the process for the drive wheel. This is my wheel that does my adjustment for tracking. And on each one of these roller skate wheels, I crown them with my belt sander. I put my little 1 by 30 inch belt sander on a bevel and rotated the wheel and just crowned off each side a little bit. The only wheel that I didn't crown is this wheel right here, and that's because I wanted that flat surface. So as it comes onto my platen, it's nice and flat, straight, square. I didn't want to crown right there, but I did crown the bottom one. You can see it probably a little bit better than the other wheel, but it has a little bit of crown to it, and of course a little bit of crown on the drive wheel. Not much. I could do more, but I mean it's tracking great. I'll show you that here in a second. So I've got my little motorcycle peg here for a handle to loosen the tension on the belt, so I can change out belts. That works good. Got my adjustment right here to adjust the entire thing in and out. Right now it's all the way in and it's working great right there. The reason that I wanted that adjustable is because I've got a wheel over here that I'm going to be taking off, putting some new bearings in, and then putting an arm on it so that I'll have a round attachment in place of the platen out here for other types of grinding. So my fence, well, it's not a fence, but the table, the work area, it's held in place with these two T-handle bolts that are just basically acting as set screws. So it can adjust out, and you can see the back of these, so they've got lots of adjustment. I could adjust them both out a full foot if I needed to go that far, maybe even a little bit farther. So my motor that I ended up going with is a 1-horse. See if I can find there it is, 3,450 RPM. Okay, so 1 horsepower, 3,450 RPM with a 4-inch wheel, and that seems to have a really great speed. It's throwing sparks, taking off a good amount of metal. This is what I was going to use. I had to at least try it just because I had it. It's a 1/4 horse grinder. It's still a good grinder. I haven't done anything that I can't fix, so I'll take this wheel off and continue to use it as a grinder. But the engine just wasn't strong enough. It wasn't fast enough with that small wheel on, for one. I needed a bigger wheel to get more speed, even though it's the same RPM as the 1-horse. But the motor just wasn't strong enough. You'd start to grind on something, even something small, and it would immediately bog down. It wasn't going fast enough to throw sparks, and I didn't have room to put a bigger wheel on. So that didn't pan out. But that's how it goes when you're building something from scratch. You just kind of figure it out as you go. And for something that I've never built before, and I was going purely off of what I found on YouTube and Google search and things like that. I didn't use anyone's plans. I just looked at what other guys have done before me and made my own design based on that. I took the things that I liked and incorporated that into mine, and I'm happy with it. I've got another motor here that's a 2-horse motor, brand new. It's never even been ran. It's not even wired up yet. And I thought, if this 1-horse wasn't strong enough, I'd put the 2-horse on it. That 1-horse, I can't seem to bog it down. I can't stop the belt, and if I can't stop the belt, then it's obviously got enough torque and enough power to it. So I'm gonna set my camera back up and do a little bit of grinding on it, so you can see how it works and see how the sparks throw and everything. And that'll be it. Another project finished up, and now I can put this bad boy to use, making some nicer bevels on my blades and things of that nature. So this is going to be a really invaluable tool in the shop. Okay, I haven't done a video of this bevel grinding jig that I made yet, but I'll do that soon. Okay, I'd say that's enough testing before I set something on fire. Looks like I already have. I need to take that outside and wet it down, but it just cooked right through. That's a 1/4 inch bolt, but the 1/4 inch bolt and the knife that I was beveling on, that's a rasp knife. It's been normalized, but it's still pretty hard stuff. You could see how much spark it was putting out, and honestly, I can push just as hard as I want to push into that, with the exception of pushing hard enough to break the belt. And it just keeps trucking. It doesn't seem to bog it down at all. So very happy with how it turned out, and I hope someone can take a look at my video along with all the other great videos that are out there and get some great ideas for how to build their own, and go build it. But you would appreciate this. I made myself a little spark bucket to catch all my hot sparks coming off of that wheel. It's just an old WD-40 can. Cut the top out of it off, and there you go, screwed to the workbench, so that'll stay right there, and if I need something bigger, I'll get a metal pail, but looks like it'll work though. That'll catch all my sparks.